I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful New York style cheesecake using the Instant Pot. So let's talk about what kind of pan to use. If you have a springform pan that will fit within the Instant Pot that you have, whether you have perhaps a 6-quart or an 8-quart Instant Pot, then go ahead and use that. But if you're using the 3-quart Instant Pot, I have not been able to find a springform pan that's actually small enough to fit inside the 3-quart Instant Pot. So instead, I actually found this great pan online. I actually have 2 of them. I got one on Amazon and I got one from Walmart. This is an anodized aluminum pan, so you can see the bottom just comes out like so, and you can just put it right in here. And this pan is great not only for making cheesecake, but I've also used it for making my Instant Pot lasagna, various taco bakes, various other recipes too. So it's a great pan to have. So before you actually start making your cheesecake, it's really important that your eggs and cream cheese are at room temperature. Now the reason why is because when you're starting to blend and stir together your cream cheese and the eggs, you run the risk of getting lumps if you have ingredients that are still cold. Let's get started on the graham cracker crust. Alright, so now I've got my graham cracker crumbs. As you can see, I got them pretty well ground using my mini chopper. And now it's time to add the butter. Now it's time to make the batter. I actually spent some time in Paraguay. I spent about 4 months living there. I was documenting the flora in a national park. And oftentimes I would go to these shops and they would have all these like knockoff brands. Like for example, they'd have a shirt that like looked like a Puma shirt, but it would say like Luma instead of Puma. So whenever I see something like this where it looks exactly like the Philadelphia, but it's actually not, that's what I think of. So, open right there. All right. Just got to figure out how to. This is not difficult. Why am I struggling with this? Normally not that hard to open cream cheese, but I don't see. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it's like really difficult to open this particular brand, but that's okay. We will roll with it. Okay. And now the first step is going to be to just kind of whip the cream cheese until it's smooth and relatively fluffy. So it's really important at this step to really try to get as many lumps out of the cream cheese as you can. And the reason why is because later on when we add the eggs and the yogurt, you're going to just want to very, very gently mix it, because if you over mix it, then you run the risk of having air bubbles. So right now I just really, really mixed it hard to get as many lumps out of it as I could. And now we're ready to go. Now I'm going to add my 2/3 cup of white sugar. Gradually though, I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. Whoops, as it all comes out in a big clump. So for those of you who have one of those silicone slings that you can use to lower the pot in, great, go ahead and use that. However, I think that a lot of times for the 3-quart Instant Pot, there aren't really ones available that are small enough that will comfortably fit inside there. So instead, you can make yourself a sling out of foil. So to make a foil sling, what I just have is a piece of aluminum foil here that's about 1.5 feet long, and I'm just going to fold it longitudinally 2 times. So first in half, like so, and then in half again, like this. We're going to just put the lid on like so, and make sure that this dial is in sealing mode, not venting. As you can see, it's just right there. And we're going to be cooking this on high pressure. So we're just going to do pressure cook, make sure it's on high, and then we're going to be cooking it for 30 minutes. Now, if you're using a larger Instant Pot, like the 6 or 8 quart, then you're going to want to increase the cooking time by about 10 minutes, so 40 minutes total. But we're just going to do 30 because we're using the smallest size of Instant Pot. And tomorrow we should have a wonderful cheesecake. So stay tuned. All right, so the cheesecake was in the fridge overnight. Yeah, there it is in all of its cheesecake glory. For the rum drizzle, what we're going to do is be combining 3 tablespoons of salted butter, a 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of light rum, and 2 tablespoons of water. I've got my butter here, which I'm just going to melt a little bit before I add the other ingredients. I'll add my rum and water and the sugar. 1/4 cup of sugar right in there. Just going to stir it up here.
It's going to be quite the sauce.
Yeah, I can't wait. Since I've been sauteing this for about 4 minutes now, it's definitely reduced down. So I think it's going to be a perfect consistency. Just kind of show you what it looks like. It's just slightly thickened. And now comes the fun part. Now I'm just going to show you how to use this wonderful push pan. Oh, awesome. Look at that. Oh yeah. That looks so good. Let's have a slice, shall we? Cut a nice wedge here so you can see what it looks like on the inside. Oops. Here we are, folks. A wonderful New York style cheesecake with a rum sauce.
And I helped.
Thank you, Fuzzy. That was great.